All right, what's up? How's it going, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
Here we are. We're getting ready to start part 3 of Assassin's Creed 3. That main menu music's loud as shit. Yeah, here we are getting ready to start part 3 of Assassin's Creed 3. Those of you on YouTube, there will be a timestamp in the description for when I get started into the gameplay. We're going to quickly recap where we're at. And got started a little bit later tonight than I wanted to, but had a pretty busy day today. Went out game hunting with Grim and chased the base. That was a fun time. That video will be available on the Grim Gamers YouTube channel here within the next few days. We got some pretty good stuff. And then my old ass had to come home and take a nap. I came home, ate dinner, and then I needed a nap. So, yeah, it took me a little while to get around today. But anyway, so, yeah, well, I only got like 4 hours of sleep before we went out. So, yeah. I need more than that these days. But anyway, so Wednesday, we finally got into Connor's story and started reliving his memories, and basically went through his childhood, saw Achilles train him into the ways of the assassins, and then as Desmond and co. went down to, I think it was like no, it was oh boy, I don't remember what city it was they went to, as a matter of fact, but we went to like an Abstergo location in like some penthouse somewhere to get another power source for the temple that we were in. That was a really cool little section. So yeah, we're gonna dive back in and let's see, I think I finished another 3 memory sequences. So I think I'm on sequence 7. Or maybe I only finished... Actually, I think I only finished 2 yesterday. So I believe I'm on sequence 6. So hopefully we can get to a point where we come back to the modern day, because that was a nice pace where we did a little bit of historical and a little bit of modern day in the stream. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we are in the present day. I left it off here for a reason, because I didn't want to jump back in the Animus and, cutscene start or something. So we're gonna jump back in the Animus real quick, and we're gonna get going right away.
Good luck, Desmond.
These are troubled times. The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays, and behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. For only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop them.
Connor! Spare a moment.
1773 is where we're at now.
Have a look.
What is it?
A Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Xiao Yun to...
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
So that was passed on by Xiao Jun, huh? Nice.
Ganondogo,
Yes, my friend.
what brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He's called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Just stuck it right in the side of his porch. Alright, so before we get going, I almost forgot until I hit the start button, but I got me a day. Cheers to ye. But yeah, the rope dart thing, I don't think I ever caught before that was like an innovation by Xiao Yun, so that's kind of interesting. At least this game hasn't forgotten about the previous stories, unlike the newer ones. Okay, so we got to seek out Sam Adams in Boston. Oh, and I can also go talk to Pegleg and do a Pegleg mission, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So let's go ahead and just fast travel to here. Let's actually see what the Animus database has to say about Shao real quick. Xiao Jian is an assassin from China, one of the last assassins to meet with Ezio Auditore before his death. Jian was born in royal capacity during the Ming Dynasty. She spent her teenage years life as one of the favored concubines of the Chinese Emperor Zhengde. Well, not an ideal lifestyle, though I wouldn't mind it. It's better than digging ditches. Zhengde's taste for travel meant that by the age of 15, Jian had seen more of the world than most people of that era. Which I suppose you might consider a bright side if you try not to realize that even some cats had seen more of the world than most people of that era. In 1521, the Assassin Order used the confusion surrounding Zhengde's death to infiltrate the Emperor's compound and free some of the concubines, Jian among them. She immediately became an assassin, but never forgot the woman she'd forced to leave behind. Years later, she returned to the Imperial Palace to free the remaining concubines, only to find that they had been killed by Zhengde's successor, Jia Jing. Jia Jing's response to the second attack on the Imperial Palace was swift and brutal and caught the assassins unprepared. The Brotherhood in eastern China was decimated. Xiao Jian and her mentor survived, but were forced to flee Asia entirely. They traveled to Italy to seek the advice of Ezio Auditore, but only Xiao Jian would finish the journey, arriving in Florence in 1524, shortly before Ezio's death. So that fills in a little bit of gaps. I recently picked up the Assassin's Creed Chronicles trilogy, and Assassin's Creed Chronicles China actually tells her story, and I never gave these games a chance because they're 2D games, but I might have to throw Assassin's Creed China here into the mix in the near future, because it's only like a 6.5 hour game, so that'd be like a 2-stream game, and it'd be an Assassin's Creed game I've never played, and would also be a completely different style, and I'm really kind of curious to see how well they could do the Assassin's Creed games in a 2D environment. That, and I would like to just see how her story plays out, and with it being kind of related to Ezio. It sounds kind of interesting. Okay, so we need to go to Boston. So we'll fast travel here now. Actually, can I just I can just fast travel straight to Boston. Forgot I could zoom out of the map and actually just go right to the location that I want. There's another one of the Ben Franklin pages. See if we can grab that real quick. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Oh, there's another one right up here. Actually, right there.
Sanctions and demonstrations won't suffice, Sam. We need to act, and I'm talking about more than a sternly worded letter.
I sympathize with your frustrations, Jeff. But surely you can understand
Cool, got
my
that one.
reluctance to kick the hornet's nest.
The Tories thing, no matter what we do, might as well make it count.
Oh, Paul Revere?
Ah, Connor. Hello again. What brings you to Boston?
You.
Would you excuse us, fellows?
You got a beer there, Sam Adams?
Thank you. That conversation was about to turn unpleasant. Now, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me locate William Johnson.
Of course. I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help. Why don't you come along? It's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Ooh, sorry? I practice what I preach, my friend. She's not a slave, but a freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism.
Then speak out against it.
We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters.
You speak as though your condition is equal to that of the slaves. It is not.
Tell that to my neighbor who was compelled to quarter British troops, or to my friend whose store was closed because he displeased the crown. The people here are no freer than Surrey.
You offer excuses instead of
I
solutions.
failed to save my convoy.
All people should be equal, and not in turns.
It's in turns, or not at all.
Okay.
We must compromise, Connor. However,
Hey! It's my home, no matter what you thieves called taxmen say! If the gums in Parliament who want to take my property, you tell them to sail across the pond and take it themselves!
It's not open for discussion now. Open this door or these men will break it down. Ah!
Ah, bollocks! We're coming in!
I trust the mounting evidence is proof enough, Connor.
Continue on. I shall meet you at our destination.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that defend the convoy thing's all about.
Could use some support! Is that all you have? Could use some support! Justice for once. I dare the governor to send more.
You all right?
I'm fine. It's not my first dance. For all their teeth and claws, these little foxes, they fight like puppies. Thank you, my friend. I'd buy you an ale, but I'm expecting somewhere else.
Now, what's this thing up here? Dispose of the tax collectors. We'll just hide out here for a minute. Now, once these guards start coming at you, man, they just keep coming. Like they assemble pretty quick. What's this icon on my map here? Are these wanted posters? Oh, town crier. Shit. Man, I can't go anywhere right now.
Connor, I'd like you to meet some like-minded friends. The owner of this fine establishment, William Molyneux, and the manager and chef of his newest venture, Stéphane Chaffeau.
Ah, Connor and I just had a ball with some red coats enforcing some taxmen outside my home.
The collectors grow bolder and more forceful. Something we must address, Samuel.
Then let us raise a banner. Something to let the people know that they are not alone. The docks are an angry place of late. Protesters picketing the latest shipments of British tea. The eyes of the city are upon that stage.
A Bostonian without his tea is a dangerous beast.
William Johnson is smuggling the tea off the ships. One of his men tried to sell me this. A sample of what I refused. But it's from those ships. No mistaking the stamp. He's charging a king's ransom. Must be he's making a mint off those who buy it.
Where is he now?
I've never met the man.
May I ask why you seek him, Connor?
He intends to purchase the land upon which my village stands, without the consent of my people.
No doubt the revenue from his little smuggling endeavor is financing the acquisition. A tax enforced on tea grants a boon to smugglers, I'll wager the same men who levy the taxes are selling the tea. A stage requires a spectacle, and I may know the play.
Yeah, coming for the tea.
Connor, head back to the docks and see to the destruction of the tea. If you should need us, return here.
Pardon me.
Come on, mate.
Damn, I can't go anywhere right now without these guys just like waging war on my ass. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm gonna borrow your house real quick. Oh, and I can't even bribe this dude because I ain't got any cash. Alright, use powder kegs to destroy smuggled cargo. He won't pick up the thing. Well, we'll put this here. We'll borrow this dude's gun, because I don't have any ammo myself. Oh, I didn't realize I had explosive I should just plant next to it. That's helpful. Oh, I didn't use a powder keg to deal with the other one, so that's a failed objective. Whatever. Perhaps. I need to get this damn notoriety level down like something fierce. Not enough money. Yeah, keep running that way. Yeah, everybody wants to hang out with them. They all keep running for them. Okay, the music in this game is really loud. I already turned it down a little bit, but I guess I'm going to have to turn it down some more. Yeah, assassinating the dog is what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Not the dog. Dog didn't do anything wrong. You want some? Come get some. Hey, little drummer boy, keep walking. I probably need 100 in order to pay off one of them dudes. So I'm at 57. Oh, I got sand. Lit. Definitely wasn't trying to kill this dude either, but oh well. Wrong place, wrong time, I guess. And I killed this guy. Alright, 15 bucks. Thank you for your sacrifice. Keep walking, little drummer boy. Enemies will attack on sight. They're kind of already doing that. That music is still way too loud. This is ridiculous. I don't remember having this much issue. Yeah, you can't see me. Keep walking. There. Damn. That should help a little bit. Oh, and it actually only costs 50. So you know what? There. Now, can I walk around now? Shit.
Magistrate Burns is offering a golden guinea for any information leading to the arrest of the nefarious Hyrule for stealing the ring.
Is this still what I'm supposed to be doing? Liberate the district from Templar influence. Okay. I'm like, this is just like moving me around all over the place. But I guess I need to just keep doing all of this until we're free from Templar influence in this district. Okay. I guess I missed that part somewhere. Probably while I was running for my damn life repeatedly. Finally, we're done. A little bit of a rough start to the stream today, but it's been a long day. Get rid of that. Yeah, he's still learning. That's right. Ezio wasn't built in a day. No, he wasn't. That is true.
Stefan, what is wrong? Where's Sam Adams?
Who cares? I've been robbed! Oh, ils vont me le payer, ces scélérats de merde!
Where are you going?
To get back what's rightfully mine. Oh! Regardez! Some pathetic redcoats waiting for a beating!
Why?
I will match your face to your jacket, crapule!
There, I saved your life. Why? Why are we just starting fights for no reason here, guy?
Ces coquins me prennent mon père au Canada et voilà qu'ils me ravissent ma propriété ici. Il suffit. We are not English! We are not the king's men! We are free! But the king sends these redcoats to push us around! They are not our master! This is our city! Let's show them who owns it! It's time to fight!
Stefan, please! Stop and listen to me!
I've listened for long enough. They come into my home and take my things? I will get my revenge. The man responsible for this will pay. His friends will pay. Voilà trop longtemps que je subis ces affronts. Ils vont goûter de mon courroux. You looking for a fight, Englishman? I'll give you what you want.
Why are you always trying to pick a fucking fight?
Hey! Redcoats! Your king! Ils m'obligent à fuir mon pays. Et les voici qui veulent s'approprier ma nouvelle.
This is not it.
So in other words, what we're doing in this mission is this guy's starting fights and I'm finishing them. At least this isn't affecting my notoriety level, so that's a plus.
I will match your face to your jacket, crapule!
Destroyed? You stupid mongrel! I suppose you want me to tell Johnson his tea just spontaneously combusted? Nonsense. Someone's responsible for this, and you will find out who. And if you can't, I'll gut you and find a smarter mongrel who can.
What do we do? Create a window.
Use your assassin recruits in combat or activate their unique abilities. Hold L1 to open the recruit wheel.
Who the bloody hell are you?
Damn.
Why? You have no right to rob people blind. By decree of the British Parliament or not.
British Parliament? I worked for William Johnson.
Johnson?
End his suffering cleanly. Please. The people seem to have an ear for you. What are the things you lost?
The people listen to me only because I spoke the truth loud enough, which is worth 1,000 times the content of my footlocker. The English, they can keep my things.
You did well tonight.
I said I'd buy you an ale when you first helped me. In place of drink, I offer you my allegiance. For what it's worth.
Your aid is welcome, and I am grateful. Now, I need to find Sam Adams.
I did not sell you that. Well, take them all. Three of those already. I don't want another one.
Can I not talk to this dude? Oh, that's a mission. I don't want to start a mission. There is new stuff here in the store, though. What's in the store?
Mein Herr would like...
Oh, regular sword. Nah, I ain't got any more close to that. Gunstock War Club. That looks like it could do some damage. The Duckfoot pistol. Oh, look at that thing. Alright, I still ain't really unlocked much of shit. Okay, you know, I'm not worried about this right now. I ain't got money for shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does have some good recoil too. All right, where you at, Sammy? Dude, imagine how much that would hurt in the middle of your foot. Where's my pile of hay? There it is.
all your travel destinations, bringing Boston, Philadelphia, and New York closer together for
Yeah, I wouldn't be standing on it. Ain't no way in hell.
What happens now?
We wait for the signal.
What signal?
This meeting can do nothing further to save the country.
That one.
Evening, gentlemen. Shall we be off?
No.
What's the matter?
I have spent today drawn from one bit of madness to another with nothing to show for it. Before I go any further, I would like to know exactly what it is you intend.
Of course. First, we make our way to Nathaniel Bradley's house to fetch the rest of our little group. Then it's on to Griffin's Wharf, where we board the ships and dump the tea. Simple as that.
Simple seems a bit charitable.
Cheer up, Connor. For tonight, we are all victors. The Sons of Liberty get to send a message to England, and you rob William Johnson of his financing. Your village will be saved. I've an idea. Why don't you lead the way? That should keep us out of any further trouble. Am I right?
Well, I hope so. Because y'all seem to be causing a lot of it.
Damn it, more guards.
We need to turn the crowd's anger to our advantage.
Say the word, Connor, and I will make it so.
Oh, we got all this shit now too. We can dispatch our assassin recruits all over the colonial America. I suppose I should probably go help his ass. Shit. Almost didn't make it.
We need to keep those bastards at bay while the tea's being dumped. Let me help. I'm yours to command.
I love the fact that his main weapon of choice is a butcher knife. But definitely a huge negative review on stream, or on Steam, because I guarantee you these uppity-ass white dudes, Paul Revere and Sam Adams, didn't just invite a native into their Boston Tea Party. I mean, I didn't pay the most attention in school, but I'm willing to bet decent chunk of money on that. Yeah, I mean, Connor still has his own story going on, but it's just like that Connor just gets inserted into so many different historical historical events. Ugh. Seriously? That was lit.
Done it!
There's Timu Dutch over there.
Gunner? We saved the last one for you.
That was pretty lit, though. Just
Best we get out of here, huh?
look at him and just, here's your tea, buddy. Now, I read something here earlier on the, what was it, in the database? No. There was something about starting a riot. Maybe I need, like, more recruits for that or something. Well, there we got to experience the Boston Tea Party. Again, it's been a hot debate over the last month or so about historically inaccurate, Assassin's Creed games, but I highly doubt that was historically accurate the way that was. Just saying. But nobody had a problem with this game. Oh, it just went from night to day now.
It is done.
My nose.
Johnson is dead?
No. He retreated when we destroyed the tea.
Only to hatch some new scheme, I'm sure. You should have killed him.
There was
I
no
agree.
need.
Time will tell if you speak the truth.
He's a Templar. He should have died. 6 months later.
Ganondokon, why are you here? Has something happened?
William Johnson has returned with all the money required to buy our land. He meets with the elders as we speak. I have begged him to resist, but I fear he shall have his way unless you intervene.
How is this possible? We destroyed the tea.
The Templars are nothing if not resourceful. You should have heeded my warning.
Please, you have to stop him.
Of course.
Can you tell me where they're meeting?
Yep, should have killed him when you had the chance. He was right there. Did you learn nothing from Achilles? The Templars must die. Even your father.
If you're looking for the hunting cabin, you're almost there. Over there.
Izzy not ganya daradit ganusade ne Johnson's yunja daro rocksta. Gwahigan zi what ne ganun haradum hagedum.
The Guader Hardat Guacanto.
Can't remember if I'm like how to craft arrows. Oh, I guess if I loot the bodies, I get my arrow back. So that's cool.
We are not your brothers.
Peace, prosperity, fertile land.
You seek land, true enough. Land that is not yours nor any person.
I only wish to keep you safe. There are those who would betray and manipulate you. Or worse yet, take the land by force.
We are all too aware of the exhibition of people said we can.
Then we'll be as one in your debt forever. Sir William may have a point. What hope have we against their black powder and iron? The spirits will guide us, as they always have. Did they not guide us here?
Yes, that we might unmask the great betrayers.
This is a mistake. We should sign.
Peace! Peace! Have I not always been an advocate? Have I not always sought to protect you from harm?
If you wish to protect us, then give us arms, muskets and horses that we might defend ourselves.
War is not the answer.
We remember, Stanwix. We remember you moved the borders. Even today your men dig up the land, showing no regard for those who live upon it. Your words are honeyed, but false. We are not here to negotiate, nor to sell. We are here to tell you and yours to leave these lands.
So be it. I offered you an olive branch, and you knocked it from my hand. Perhaps you'll respond better to the sword.
Are you threatening us?
Yes.
Got him.
Oh no. What have you done?
Ensured an end to your schemes. You sought to claim these lands for the Templars.
Aye, that we might protect them. Do you think that good King George lies awake at night, hoping that no harm comes to his native subjects? Or that the people of the city care one whit about them? Oh, sure. The colonists are happy to trade when they need food or shelter, or a bit of extra padding for their armies. But when the walls of the city constrict, when there's crops that need soil, when there's no more enemy to fight, we'll see how kind the people are then.
The colonists have no quarrel with the Iroquois.
Not yet, but they will. 'Tis the way of the world. In time, they'll turn. I could have stopped it. I could have saved you all.
But you're an asshole.
Speak of salvation, but you were killing them.
Aye, because they would not listen. And so, it seems, neither will you.
Ayawas ne yahte hagum sare am dahyayum ne skanas izagum haje.
Oh, I died. I was like, why did I desynchronize? I was going to try to, like, save all these guys, but I guess that's just not going to happen. I guess I'm just going to keep losing health until I do. Because I think that's also maybe a thing. Oh, shit. Alright, well, staying and fighting, I guess, is not in my best interest. Well, I didn't get the optional objective of swan diving to escape, but whatever.
William Johnson is dead, and with him, the Templar plot to steal the land of my people. But in ending this threat, I have revealed another. On his body was a letter addressed to John Pitcairn containing orders to root out and destroy Patriot weapons and supply. Should he succeed in this, the colonists will be unable to maintain their resistance, and the Templars will surely take control. So long as Pitcairn lives, the danger remains. I need to find him. He needs to die.
That's the spirit. So now we're into 1775.
I thought it might bring clarity or instill a sense of accomplishment, but all I feel is regret.
Hold fast to that. Such sacrifices must never come lightly.
I had to do it. Not only for my people, but for all the others Johnson would have harmed.
It's a start. But to truly be free of Templar influence, all of them must be dealt with in turn. Even your father.
I know.
You speak the words, but do you believe them? Seems we've company.
What is it?
A request for aid from Paul Revere. Seems the Redcoats are up to something in Boston. Guess you made an impression on the Sons of Liberty.
They mistake me for one of their own. Please tell Mr. Revere he has my sympathies, but I cannot help at present.
You might wish to reconsider. John Pitcairn is mentioned by name.
Where am I to go?
Mr. Revere's house in Boston. If you'd like, I can...
Get out of the way. All right, let's head to Boston. Or, well, back to Boston, rather. But I believe that was the end of sequence 6, so we're into sequence 7 now, I do believe. Yep. Achilles, do I have to go to Boston?
Ah, Connor! What a relief! You came! Allow me to...
Don't touch me.
to introduce you to William Dawes and Robert Newman.
Your letter said John Pitcairn was here.
Aye. He's readying an assault on Lexington, where Adams and Hancock have taken shelter. After that, he will march on Concord, hoping to destroy our weapons and supplies. You must help us.
Only tell me where to find him, and I will put a stop to this.
He has dozens, if not hundreds, of soldiers at his command. Cannot hope to match him by yourself. But fear not, for you will not have to. We have an entire army of our own, merely awaiting the order to take up arms.
Then you must call upon them.
Indeed. You and I will cross the Charles River and rouse the boys. William, I need you to take the overland route and do the same. Robert, I need you up in Christchurch. Light the signal. 2 lanterns, our enemy comes by sea.
Paul Revere just sounds like a
No
wimp.
time for dawdling, my friend. We have lives to save. Come on. Huh. They've only left a single horse. We'll have to ride together.
Sure, man, I'll get the boat, don't worry.
You take the reins, I'll navigate. Quickly, Connor, get on the horse! I'll guide you towards those we need to alert. Follow my directions, and we'll be done in no time. I believe we are on course.
Excellent.
I believe we are on course.
This horse can't go any faster?
Keep going, Connor. We're almost there.
They must be
Turn
scouts.
right.
You could tell me
Be
to turn
careful,
right.
Connor. We mustn't let them warn the others.
You could tell me to turn right before we get to the road. That would be beneficial.
This way, Connor.
Don't you ever touch
Let
me
us
again,
continue
ever.
the search on foot.
Way to fucking go, Paul. That's fine, Paul. I'll kill all of them.
This is it. You have got the right place. Let everyone know that the regulars marched for Lexington and Concord.
The British are coming!
Back in the saddle, my friend. We have more people to warn.
So again, let's go back to the historical accuracy of Assassin's Creed games for a minute. You know, the story goes, you know, the famous ride of Paul Revere. Yeah, apparently in the Assassin's Creed games, he did that on the back of a horse with a Native American.
Where are we? This is all wrong.
No disrespect to anybody, but I'm calling bullshit on that. So if we're gonna get pissed off about historical inaccuracies, we probably could have started here about 12 years ago.
Quick, hide. To the left, Connor.
You can't just put a dot on my map. That would be way more helpful.
This way, Connor. Might be safer if we approach the houses on foot.
Yeah, that worked out so well last time.
Did you hear that? Could be redcoats. Careful. This is it. You have got the right place. Spread the word. The regulars are coming out.
At once!
This dude just act like he's one of them. The vibe I get from Paul Revere in this game is like the vibe you get from like your team leader or supervisor at work that's like, all right guys, we need to get a lot done today, and doesn't do shit. Like, what the fuck is Paul Revere actually doing here?
To the right, Connor. To the right.
There's kind of people there, my guy. Shut the fuck up for a minute. Unless you want to take on Little Drummer Boy, I suggest you just sit there, don't say anything, don't do anything, just fucking sit there.
Let us continue the search on foot. This is it. You have got the right place.
Exactly.
The regulars are coming.
Here. We're here.
Oh,
Get
shit.
them!
Find a way to get rid of them, Connor.
Yeah, look at Paul Revere. He ain't staying to fight because he a bitch.
Faster! We need to get away from them. If you insist on fighting them, Connor, ensure you win.
It's not like I was given much of a choice here, Paul. Let's go.
That was much too close for comfort. Let us take care to avoid any further surprises. What are you doing? Faster! We need to get away from them!
I pretty much called it, though. All this wee shit he keeps talking
Faster!
about.
We need to get away from them. Yes, this is it. This is the way. Faster! We need to get away from them. Yes, this is it. This is the way. That was much too close for comfort. Let us take care to avoid any further surprises. Let us continue the search on foot. This is it! You have got the right place!
Oh, he actually knocked on the door this time.
Where the devil is he?
Are you sure we are in the right place?
Oh, sure, I'm sure. Prescott?
Evening, gents.
Listen, the regulars are out. You need to rally your men. And, put on some trousers.
At once.
Put on some trousers, Prescott. We have fighting to do. Hurry up, Paul.
Welcome to Lexington, Connor. Now let's find Hancock and Adams. No sign of Dawes. I hope he's all right.
Oh, actually, I just saw it right there. Press X to spur the horse. I completely forgot about that, because in the other games, it was like you just pressed L3 like you would to sprint. So I guess that horse could have gone a little faster.
Good to see you.
You need to leave. The Redcoats are coming.
Aye, so Williams told us. Let them conduct their little search. They'll find nothing.
You don't understand. Pitcairn intends to kill you.
I'm afraid it's true.
I suppose we have no choice then but to go. What of you three?
Dawes and I will continue on to Concord. Connor, it's best you stay here and help our man John Parker hold the town. It'll give us time to spread the word.
How far do I... Okay, so it's right there. Okay. I was like, now how far do I have to go for this? Now, just because Sean likes to put some cool stuff in the Animus database, I want to see what he's got to say about old Paul Revere here. Paul Revere's ride. There we go. I'm not going to read... Okay, I'm not going to read all of that. I'm going to... just kind of skim through this and see if there's anything cool in here. Yeah. I was hoping maybe Sean had a little quick-witted, thing in there about Paul Revere not riding on his own.
Stand your ground, men! Don't fire! Unless fired upon! But if they mean to have a war, let it begin here!
Pitcairn.
Disperse, you damn rebels! Lay down your arms and disperse!
What the deuce are you doing? Hold your position! Cravens! Traitors!
They are not coming back. You will have to make do with those who remain.
Don't you lecture me on up. Return fire! Return fire! You need to get to Concord and warn the others. Show this to whoever leads there. Should be a man by the name of James Barrett. Go on now!
Come on! We'll meet up with the others in Concord!
There we go. Now that I'm actually pressing the X button, we're hauling ass a little bit. Except I don't think with Paul Revere on the back of my horse I could actually do that. That might be another thing. That's why I didn't see it until like Paul Revere like hopped off the horse and it flashed for just like half a second. That might have also been a thing.
Stick together, boys, and keep the pace! To Concord, lads!
Help! What's happening?
Get out! Everyone run! They're taking prisoners! Run!
Get out of the damn way.
Look! The redcoats are taken captive!
I'm not waiting around to see what happens!
Probably shouldn't have done that, but so now I got 30 seconds to make it where I need to go. But I had an optional objective to save some civilians. Made it with like 3 seconds to go.
Blood's been spilled in Lexington, and there's more to come. The regulars are on the march.
You don't say. And why do you think I'm men up here?
Dude sounds like a douche.
Or you get yourself killed. I've enough to worry about without some green boy looking to play it hero.
I can vouch for him.
John Parker as well. Where's Revere?
Captured.
What?
Fear not. That man's no stranger to sticky situations. He'll be fine.
Of course, Paul Revere got himself captured.
You ladies finished gossiping? Parker seems to believe you're not completely useless, so I suppose there's a thing or two you might be able to help with. When the fighting starts, we'll need to hold those positions there. They're critical to the defense of Concord. Good boys. not used to soldiering. They need some with the experience to direct them. That's something you can do. You'd best be telling the truth.
You have my word.
Can I just, like...
Then I suppose all that's left to do is wait.
Can I just, like, shove my hidden blade into your eyeballs? Because you're a dick.
Sir! Mount the barricades! No! Ensure my men hold those positions. If the Red Devils break through, we're finished.
What would you have me do?
Listen carefully. The Redcoats will form firing lines. Order the men to shoot just before the line is ready. Too soon and they'll miss their targets. Too late, and the enemy will open fire first.
Understood.
And if any of those bastards make it through, engage them. You must keep my men alive.
And what are you gonna do? Nothing?
Make ready!
Fire now! Fire now!
What are you shooting at? Oh, I gotta go over here. I see.
Ready! Shoot! Prepare yourselves. Wait for my signal.
Open fire.
Prepare yourselves.
Fire now!
Wait for my signal. Go!
Fire!
Hold fire! Wait for the signal.
Fire now!
Wait for the signal.
Open fire.
Hold fire!
Shoot!
Wait for my signal.
Open fire.
Wait for the signal.
Open fire.
This ain't going well.
Open fire.
Hurry up, damn you. Reload them muskets.
Shoot!
Okay, I didn't realize that I actually had to move initially. So yeah, let's try that again.
Prepare yourselves.
Shoot!
Wait for my signal.
Fire!
my signal. Make ready. Open fire. Hold fire. Go. Wait for my signal. Open fire. Hold fire. Prepare yourselves. Fire now! Hold fire! Prepare yourselves. Fire! Wait for the signal. Wait for my signal. Go! Wait for the signal. Fire now! Wait for the signal. Fire now! Prepare yourselves. Fire now! Wait for my signal. Fire!
Hurry up, men.
Fire! Hold fire! Wait for the signal. Shoot! Ready! Fire! Prepare yourselves. Open fire.
Fall back! Fall back!
We did it! They're turning tail!
Hey, I won your battle for you, you dick. A simple thank you will do just fine.
The cream of the crop!
And nobody does it better.
Takes a true monster to do something like this. At least they're gone.
I should have struck when I had the chance. Do you know where Pitcairn could have gone?
Back into the withered bosom of the British, no doubt. So that he may regroup and plan his next atrocity.
I need to find him. Every day I wait, more will suffer.
Chin up, friend. Many who should have died today now live because of you.
And what of them?
We do the best we can with what we've got.
It is not enough.
It never is.
Touche. I'll at least give him that much. All right.
For the support of the glorious cause. I beg they will accept my most cordial thanks for this distinguished testimony of their approbation. But lest some unlucky event should happen, unfavorable to my reputation. I beg it may be remembered by every gentleman in the room that I, this day, declare with utmost sincerity, I do not think myself equal to the command I am honored with.
Truly, there
As
is
to
no
pay,
man better
sir,
suited
I
to the
beg
task.
leave to assure
Really?
the Congress that
I
as
can
no
think of several.
pecuniary consideration could have
Charles
tempted me to have
Lee.
accepted this arduous employment at the
Do I
expense
know
of my
you?
domestic ease
I would not
and
expect
happiness.
you to remember.
I do
Come,
not wish
Connor,
to make
there's
any
someone I
profit
want you to
from it.
meet.
I will keep an exact account of my expenses.
Sorry to pull you away
Those
like
I
that,
doubt
but
not they will
the last
discharge,
thing we need
and
is
that
the
is
two
all
of
I
you
desire.
coming to blows. Now, Connor, allow me to introduce you to our newly appointed Commander-in-Chief, George Washington.
Ah, so you're the one who saved Sam and John at Lexington.
It was the Patriots who did that. I merely lent support.
As humble as he is brave. We could use more men like you. I'm sorry, but if you'll excuse me, I should attend to Charles over there. He looks none too happy about being passed over for command. It was good to meet you, Connor.
No, Charles is going to be big pissed.
Tell me you have news of Pitcairn.
I'm told he's taken shelter in Boston, where he's guarded by 1,000 redcoats. The only way you're gonna get at him is if we draw him out. Now, lucky for you, we're launching an offensive against the city in order to do just that. Israel Putnam has been given command of our forces. Present this to him, and he'll provide whatever aid you require. You'll find him at the encampment on Bunker Hill.
You have my thanks.
No need. It's the least I could do. Pitcairn's a dangerous man. The sooner we're rid of him, the better.
I would say the same of Charles Lee.
Now that's an altogether different beast. Let us leave it for another day. Best you head to Boston, Connor.
I should just put a knife in his neck right now and get it over with. Uh-huh. Like, y'all are probably going to regret that decision, but okay, fine. Let him live. What do I know? No horses? All right. Kind of odd that you finish that up and it's like, all right, your next main mission's over here, but no horse. Negative review on Steam. No horse when I need one. Broke my immersion. I kind of already knew there was rabbits in this area because I've seen them. I guess this wasn't too far away. Sweet. really don't want to drop, but am I going to have a choice? Sweet. Well, so much for that viewpoint. Let's try it one more time, I guess. There we go. That was a way bigger pain in the ass than it needed to be. Geronimo, I guess.
Hold and state your...
I'm looking for Israel Putnam.
On whose orders?
Samuel Adams.
Follow me.
This is not Bunker Hill.
Aye, it's Breed. There's been some disagreement as to where we should encamp.
Any news from Boston?
The Tories aren't moving, and any time we try to press them, we lose a dozen men. I think Putnam and the others plan to assemble artillery on these hills. A good shelling might make the Redcoats rethink their strategy.
And what of John Pitcairn?
That bastard's the cagiest of the bunch. He's appeared time to time to taunt us or send regards by way of cannon fire. It's all right, though. He'll have what's coming to him soon enough. Putnam's just up ahead. You can't...
I don't care much for your excuses, gentlemen. We should be building on Bunker Hill. Breed is closer to the city, but it is also closer to their artillery!
Shit.
I rest my case. I'm going back to Bunker Hill. Good day, gentlemen!
General Putnam.
What?
I'm looking for John. I was told you would be able to help me find him.
He's tucked away inside that city with no reason to leave. As long as that ship continues its assault, we'll never flush him out.
But if the ship was silenced...
Oh, then poor John might be forced to get off his arse and come forward.
I shall fly this flag to signal my success.
And I shall speak fondly of you at your funeral.
Dude has zero faith in what's happening right here. Yeah, why not? Yeah, this is wise. Well, so much for not taking damage. Oh well. Of course, I got detected at the last minute, so there goes that optional objective. Figured I could just shoot the damn thing, but no. Oh, now I gotta climb back up the ships. Sweet. Get down! Like, I kind of figure those objectives should have shown up when I first blew them up. You know, and then I could have just done the one while I was right there and then gone over to this one and changed the flag. Fucking lit. Damn it, Connor. Oh, I only had to hang one. Okay. That's better. Will you pick up the pace here a little bit, guy?
The enemy advances, and you tremble. They've better numbers, you say. Better weapons, better training. But I do not fear. And neither should you. For what they have in material, they lack in conviction and care. But not us. We have discipline. We have order. And most importantly, we have passion. We believe. So maintain vigilance. Conserve your ammo. Ensure a proper line of sight. And above all else, men, do not fire until you see the whites of their eyes. Well, I'll be damned. You did it.
That was quite a speech.
Lies, all of it, I'm afraid. Still, such words have carried us thus far.
And what of Pitcairn?
He's left Boston, as I said he would, and set up camp on Holton Hill. There's no good way to get at him. Not with that maelstrom brewing down below. I suppose you could circle around a bit and wait for us to thin their ranks.
There is no time. I will have to chance a direct approach.
That's twice today you proposed the impossible.
I see no other choice.
Not because you're mad as a March hare, son.
I expect an apology on my return.
Hoping maybe I'd regain a little bit of health back, but looking like that's not going to be the case. Okay, well, take two. Sweet. There's got to be like a pattern in the like gunfire or something like that. I need to just figure out when that is. I figure as soon as like the loud shots go, then I can run, but maybe I'm off on that. Yeah, don't hide or anything. Air assassinate Pitcairn without being discovered, eh? And how in the hell am I supposed to do that? Well, we're going in then. Shit. Yeah, I don't know how in the hell I'm supposed to air assassinate this dude when there's like nothing for me to climb. Oh, that worked well. And death. It's like I jumped in a pile of the shit, and then it's just like, oh, let me jump out in front of everybody. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Hide counter? Maybe? No? Alright. Sweet. Then it's like, if I'm already in the middle of attacking somebody, he won't block shit. So I have to, like, wait for them to start attacking me before I can, like, counter their attacks. The way they laid this damn thing out is stupid. Hide, bro. You're in grass. This is why I need to be able to duck when I want to. All right, now it's just me and you, Pitcairn. Oh wait, you know what? I know how to do this. I'm pretty sure I failed the optional objective, though, of assassinating him without being detected. Because he landed on the horse, got detected, then killed him.
Why? Why did you do this?
To protect Adams and Hancock and those they serve. You meant to kill them.
Kill them? Are you mad? I wanted only to parley. There was so much to discuss, to explain. You put an end to that now.
If you speak true, then I will carry your last words to them.
They must lay down their arms. They must stop this war.
Why them and not the Redcoats?
Do you not think we asked the same question of the British? These things take time. And it would have succeeded had you let me play my part.
Part of the puppeteer.
Or better, we hold the strings on another.
No, the strings should be severed. All should be free.
And we should live forever on castles in the sky. You wield your blade like a man, but your mouth like a child. And more will die now. Because of that.
Sahoin jänerinen o teenam da setakwe. Tinio ne jaho teena tam da setakwe.
Well, there's that. He's burnt to shit.
How dare you sneak up on me like that? Why don't you just go out there and just help this camp retreat? Don't ever do that again, you hear me? God damn it!
General Putnam.
You live.
The same cannot be said for Pitcairn.
Well done, I suppose. But it matters little now. I'm ordering a full retreat. We have lost too many in exchange for too little. If the Tories want this hill so badly, let them have it. Boston is the true prize.
We have a bigger problem.
What do you mean? This can't be right. It says they plan to murder Washington.
Hell of a way to end that cutscene. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it failed the... Yeah, air assassinate Pitcairn without being detected. So I land on his horse, got detected before he assassinated him. I'm sorry, how else was I supposed to get that done? Well, sequence 7's complete.
My enemy is tenacious. When money failed them, they took to force. but I have slain Johnson and Pitcairn both, ending their plots. George Washington now rallies the colonists, and their march towards freedom begins in earnest. Little wonder, then, that the Templars now want him dead. They seek to reshape this land into something cold and ordered, something soulless, and he is an obstacle. I must save him, that his cause can flourish and my people remain safe. But the more I prod, the greater the chance I am discovered. The Templars believe their men lost the revolution. In their eyes, the assassins are gone and scattered, no longer a threat. But I fear they will soon discover the truth, and me along with it. I must tread carefully.
All right, now we're into 1776. So we still got church.
How's the hunt, Connor?
There is progress, but I worry it is not enough.
You must strike where you need it most. What if you pursued Charles Lee and your father? What then of Paul Revere and the soldiers at Lexington?
Soldiers? There were no soldiers in those towns, only men and women who were forced to defend themselves.
Is this not why you fight? To protect your people? Your struggle is the colonist struggle. In helping one, you help the other.
Encouraging words from one who thought mine a fool's errand.
Make no mistake, I still do. But I can't help but feel some pride in your success.
And why should I give you any credit?
Then don't. But first, return the robe and the blade and the darts and all of the years of training and knowledge I have bestowed upon you. Return these, and then your words may have some merit.
Or you could just admit that you are wrong.
Oh, child, please, you've killed 2 men. One more salesman than soldier. You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that to impress me.
Is that so, old man? Or perhaps we should step outside. I will gladly demonstrate how easily I could trounce.
Connor, this is Benjamin Talmadge. His father was one of us, no need for secrecy. I think he has something he wants to say.
Achilles tells me you've uncovered a plot to murder the commander-in-chief.
Yes, but I have only false starts and dead ends to show for it.
Not anymore, my friend. Thomas Hickey's your man, and I aim to help you catch him.
How?
I'll explain on the way. You and I are going to New York.
New York? Oh boy. Okay. So this particular memory sequence, sequence 8, only has 3 memories. So I'm kind of hoping we'll get through this one, and then maybe we'll get one more another modern day sequence. Yeah. Why don't you step outside though? That was good. Like, what are you gonna do? Beat up an old man who can barely walk? Like, come on, dude, settle down.
So what is your stake in all this?
Same as yours. Peace, stability. A land in which all might live side by side. Free and equal.
Why not join the Brotherhood, then?
My father was an assassin. Quite good at his job, too, as I understand it. But I hope to have children someday. It's hard to live in 2 worlds at the same time. So, I chose to live in one.
I understand.
I still contribute as I can. That's why we're here now.
I accept that.
What can you tell me of Thomas Hickey?
He has been running a counterfeiting ring in the city. Locate the source of his operation, and we can have him arrested. He cannot harm the commander if he is in prison.
Do you know where he is?
Not exactly, but I have an idea where we can begin the search.
Well, how much further do we got here, my guy? But it looked like there was still, obviously, Hatham, Charles Lee, Thomas Hickey, and, like, maybe even one or two other people.
There are rumors of bad bills being circulated here. No doubt they come from Thomas.
What are you up to? This isn't money. It's colored paper. You've cheated me for the last time. God!
Come on, go on, walk away.
bills away. The guard is onto us. How? What happened? Dan Shopkeep called me out. Brought the guards, but I gave him the slip.
Boss is gonna be mad.
Not so mad as if I got caught. Besides, we've got... Now anyway.
Shit. Alright, I suppose I can climb that ladder and hide behind the barrels instead. Or it's just going to put me there. Cool.
How? What happened? Dan Shopkeep called me out. Brought the guards, but I gave him the slip.
Boss is gonna be mad.
Not so mad as if I'd got caught. Besides, we've got most everything we need for the job now anyway.
Best go tell him. I'll warn the others.
Huntingdon and Sons, Park Ridge. Thompson's Brook Avenue maltings and hop distribution. A wider selection of brewery services than any other maltster in the city. The New York Morning Post. A penny or...
What the hell is he doing? Oh, probably hiding from those guards. Kitty.
Heard what happened at the market. Boss wants everyone back at the top.
Says we strike tonight. Been worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing. Haven't had a spot of trouble since I slipped away. Of course, I'm taking care to keep my distance.
Can't believe we're really gonna do this.
We'll be heroes. The ones who ended all this talk of revolution. They'll set us up like kings then. Trouble to upset the apple cart. Some fool filled their heads with rubbish, ruining it for the rest of us good folk.
Good folk?
Of course. You and me and Hickey. Just some hard luck lads trying to survive. Some fool filled their heads with rubbish, ruining it for the rest of us good folk.
Good folk? Really?
Of course. You and me and Hickey. Just some hard luck lads trying to survive in this cold, cruel world.
Nothing to see here. Just keep walking and talking. Let's get this over with.
What's this? Thomas Hickey? Might be. What's it to you? Right. Ain't supposed to be none of your kind left. Suppose I'd best be rectifying that then. Get him!
You see how his hidden blade came out and then like folded over? So it's like almost like a dagger in his hand? Nice.
There's another one! Grab him!
You get away from there! That's my money!
Touch those bills and I'll kill you!
Be still. You will do no more harm.
You're a right fool meddling in affairs you know nothing about.
Washington's the only thing keeping the Continental Army together. You kill him, you end all hope for freedom.
Wrong, boyo. With him gone, they'll have no choice but to promote Lee, and then... You are both under arrest! Oh, well, we were just having a scrap, officer. Ain't nothing wrong with two men settling their differences the old-fashioned way. Can't we come to a...
Quiet! What are the charges?
Counterfeiting!
I had nothing to do with that.
Course not!
Listen, there are more important things at stake here. This man is planning to...
Well, that went well.
You miss me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned.
Oof.
Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah, he's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What are we gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Congress. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
Yeah, this puts a wrench in some plans. That bed looks comfortable, doesn't it?
I hope that is not meant to be my meal. That is quite the view.
I said quiet! Keep that up and I'll have you tossed in the pit! Quiet in there! I said knock it off!
Yeah, you ain't gonna do shit, just like I thought.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sneaky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even taught me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. Was just a joke.
Yeah?
Hell of a joke.
Wasn't very funny.
Alright, well, I guess we go to sleep. Take a nap, Connor. Yeah, I'd probably sleep there too. I mean, it's no different than the bed.
Where are we going?
Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit.
What are you looking at, half-breed? You not understand English? That it? Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
I'm walking here.
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me. Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
Not really, no. But I guess we're gonna find out.
Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor.
I have absolutely zero clue what I'm doing here, my guy.
Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
So is this like checkers then, or what?
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I'm an honest man.
I honestly have no clue what
And
I'm
yet
supposed to be doing
also
here.
a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
George Washington.
How the hell did... Okay.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
You're serious, aren't you? Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. But that loud Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
All right. Well, that was easy.
useless.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
Sounded like somebody wasn't having a good day.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes.
Bruh.
This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I'll give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry.
Oh, yes,
We
I
all
will.
have our part to play. Try not to die.
Okay, I don't understand how this is working because, like, I'm blocking in, you know, when I'm supposed to, and then they're, like, blocking my blocks. There we go.
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness? No. You elect instead to commit new and more terrible crimes inside what should be a place of rehabilitation. You bide your time, awaiting the day of release, that you might corrupt anew. The worst part is that the good people of New York are forced, quite literally, to pay for your crimes.
Go away.
Where do you think the money for this prison?
Didn't know that would trigger a cutscene and just cut off his speech, but okay. Kind of didn't want to hear him anyways. Where's my stuff, though? Need my
Need
stuff.
to take care not to raise the alarm.
You come back here! Ah, piss on it. Let's get back. You, stop. He thinks he can get away.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
Some things have been the same for hundreds of years. Now, if you're rich enough and go to prison, you just go to like a, resort or something.
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. Ah, but what's done is done.
I hate Charles. I hate him. Yeah, this didn't go to plan at all.
Up! Up with ya! I said get up! Walk!
Bye now!
Things ain't looking too good for old Connor right now. Oof.
Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is going to be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham sorted that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
That's enough! Keep moving!
Who do we got up there? Somebody's killing somebody. Damn. Well, there's Achilles.
You are not alone, and we give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what it gets you. A pine box, and little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop, Hickey. Go!
I don't know how Achilles just managed to show up right then, but all right. Got him.
Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers. Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, the big man, Haytham, they has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw in with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who, or how, or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool who give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank?
Guy's a real piece of work.
Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
No Rescuat and Pache for him.
At ease, men! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
All right, so that's it for sequence 8. So we've got 9, 10, 11, and 12. Or, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Okay,
is that a compliment?
Now, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearned for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you?
No. This they did on their own.
You diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish up this particular memory here, and I don't know if I'm actually in Sequence 9 already, if this is still the end of Sequence 8.
We must now all hang together.
Yes, we must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
Okay, now that's the end. I also have to leave a negative review on Steam. Because, okay, so it looked like they were signing the Declaration of Independence, but the date was wrong.
Everything all right? Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
Yeah, it said June 15th, 1775, but the date they actually signed it was obviously July 4th, 1776. So, negative review on Steam. That's not historically accurate.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
Yeah, so I'm actually reading here on the archives.gov site. It says, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776. It was engrossed on parchment on August 7th, 1776. Delegates began signing it. Yeah, so they officially declared the independence, and then on August 2nd, John Hancock, the President of Congress, signed the engrossed copy with a bold signature. So they had that date off by over a year. Negative review on Steam for being grossly historically inaccurate. Yeah, now we're in Brazil. I think the first time, the first modern day segment, they went to New York, I do believe. I'm not 100% sure where I'm supposed to be going at the moment, but I guess I can only go one way. Get the hell out of the way. I like the Desmond Wanted posters. It's a nice touch.
You copy now?
Loud and clear.
What's the plan?
According to our intel, the power source is being worn as a bracelet by some tycoon's trophy wife. We're working on pinpointing her location, but she's most likely inside a VIP booth on the stadium's upper level. I'll update you when I know more.
Wearing the power source as a bracelet?
We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else's.
Bit of a dick move, don't you think?
Well, I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
Okay, so do I have a choice now? I can either steal one, or I can try to sneak past security. Well, we'll sneak past security, because I feel like stealing could cause some unwanted attention.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. Quick, Desmond! Hide! Blend or do something!
Shit.
Your target's definitely in the VIP area.
That didn't go to plan.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. Your target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this concourse.
Você viu esse homem? Chame a segurança imediatamente que o vi.
Great.
Look out!
I've set up a checkpoint.
Segurança!
O que é isso?
Stick close to the crowd and you should be okay. Or look for a way around it.
Ele está aqui! Ele está aqui!
That's a really terrible security checkpoint if I can just walk through the bathroom and get around it.
Deixe-me ver.
Looks like I'm close. Shit. Another checkpoint.
You're gonna have to find another way around. Security's too tight.
Se não me deixar entrar, vou perder emprego.
Temos que verificar sua identidade.
Como assim? Trabalho aqui há 15 anos e nunca vi nada como
Watch
isso.
your back,
Quem
you're on
vocês pensam que são?
Sugiro abaixar o tom de voz.
Estou com fome.
Olha, aconteceu, só isso. A gente não queria que acontecesse. Só aconteceu. Sinto muito.
Sente muito? Ela é minha irmã, cara! A porra da minha irmãzinha!
A gente se ama. Pronto, tá aí, tá dito. A gente se ama.
Yeah, just jump through the window. Pay me no attention.
She's just on the other side of the stadium.
Other side?
Yeah, she's just on the other side of the stadium. You're almost there. Yeah, keep walking.
Abstergo agents. Don't let them see you. Use the catwalks to get across.
Yeah, because nobody in the stands would
You're really close now. The power source should be
would
in
see
one of
this
the
at all.
rooms up here.
Am I in the right location or what?
Alguém chama a segurança!
Guess so. Damn.
Hey!
God damn it, Desmond.
I fucked up, Warren. I fucked up.
Got him.
Ali está!
Better move. Okay, head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
Yeah, because I know where that's at. Metro. Right there. Out of the damn way. That look on his face was just like, I didn't sign up for this shit. I hope the track is finished. I'm gonna speed it up though.
We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
Well, let's read some emails.
So, what's the latest? Learn anything interesting while you were exploring?
They were working on some weird stuff towards the end. Trying to engineer new bodies and store their minds inside computers.
Failure after failure. It must have been hard for them.
I worry about it too.
Am I the only one who thinks we should buy a few space heaters? Maybe a couple jackets too. It's cold down here. I sort of figured that as we powered the place up, it'd turn on like its climate control systems or something. Guess not. Maybe the first civvies like it this way. All I know is I don't. So I'd really like for us to pick up some sort of heating solution the next time we head out. Please. Abstergo is definitely on to us. Most of the power sources I was tracking are gone. Guess they're rushing to snap them up now that they know what we're up to. We've got other cells scouting for us, running interference, trying to grab anything they can. It's just hard with our numbers and their resources. Sean's continuing a search for additional power sources. I'm working to coordinate with the other cells, have them doing recon and watching for Abstergo. Rebecca's been monitoring your sessions. I'm hoping to duplicate some of the recordings and send them to other cells for further research. Also hoping there's a way to bypass some of these memories, but synchronization seems to dictate your progress in chronological order. Hopefully someday we'll have a way to move through memories more quickly. Would certainly save us a lot of time in situations like this. Yeah, it would. Why do you delay? If you do not retrieve the key in time, all the world will perish, and you with it. Yet you stop to talk or rest. Rest later when your work is done. If I seem aggressive, if my words feel more imperative than request, it is because I fear that you will not succeed in time, and then all of us are doomed. So this is from Juno. My father was taken from me by human hands. A war, they called it, for their freedom. They were not even meant to exist. You were not meant to exist. We conjured you. A mistake. An error that cost us the world. My father would sing to me as a child, soft songs of hope and love. His voice forever stilled when your brutish ancestors took up axe and club. Later turned our own works against us. We might have known what was to come and averted it had you not dragged us into war. This is your fault. Murderers. So she's trying to help us save the world, but yet also calling us murderers at the same time. American politics. From Sean. You know, it's rather incredible the way your lunatic fringe tries to conjure the spirit of the founding fathers to support their various causes. And by incredible, I mean hilarious. They hold up slave owning, sexist homophobes as if that's some sort of ideal to which one should aspire. Oh, and in case you think I added that last bit for fun, as the sexism and slavery bits are already common knowledge, sodomy was a criminal offense in every one of the 13 colonies except for Georgia, and Thomas Jefferson, champion of personal liberty that he was, advocated for the castration of homosexuals. Lovely fellows, these founding fathers of yours. And now there's that new bit of madness with people asking for the removal of textbook references to their slave owning. And before you think to turn back around and rightly point out their barbarism was inspired by English law, last I checked, two stupids don't make us smart. I thought the whole point of revolution was to break free of the old ways, and it certainly doesn't recommend your fathers as sort of persons one should aspire to become, unless you aspire to become a manipulative bigot. Lest you think I'm championing some sort of leftist agenda, I'll gladly shame the internet tough guys who celebrate the Treaty of Tripoli as we speak, as well. I don't know how I got as we speak on that. Treaty of Tripoli as well. Shame on them for thinking it shows anything other than something taken straight out of the first grader's guide to international relations. Its intent wasn't to prove America wasn't a Christian nation. They were saying they weren't going to reignite the Crusades. No, that would be delayed for a couple of centuries. Now, I don't believe your founding fathers wanted to establish a theocracy. They probably did intend for the country to be welcoming of all religions, but this isn't proof of that. I suppose the point I'm trying to make is that people might want to spend a little less time romanticizing and manipulating the past. Fat chance that. And a bit more time focusing on how to improve the future. Fatter chance still. That's not to say there isn't plenty to be learned from looking back, because there is. It's just that most of these lessons wind up ignored or perverted these days. At best, it's disingenuous and unproductive. At worst, and often, it's rather dangerous. I don't think Sean has a whole lot of... Sean clearly sounds British to me. Which is kind of funny when you think about it, because, the British lost the Revolutionary War, so... here we are 250 years later, and Sean still sounds salty about it.
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... how's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother is fine. We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Yeah, we heard this conversation already.
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
Right. When we're done. Have we ever tried to make peace with the Templars?
Throughout our history, there have been moments. Several, in fact. But it's impossible. There are existential differences, insurmountable. If there were to be unity, it wouldn't be a truce so much as a submission.
But knowing what's about to happen, wouldn't it make sense to try and talk to Vidic? Come to an arrangement, even if it's only temporary?
We'd all be so busy watching our backs, nothing would get accomplished. Imagine that. We're more productive at war.
Well, have we ever tried sending in someone? Doing to them what they did to us with Lucy? Or Cross?
We have, and it's never worked. We've sent people who were either too weak and found themselves turned, or too strong and were unable to carry out the charade.
I just feel like we all want the same thing.
We use the same words, but that's all they are, words. In the end, it all comes down to freedom. We seek it, they detest it. And so there's never an end to the fight. Not until one side is completely gone.
Is that even possible?
Probably not. Our two groups have existed in one form or another since forever. But things can be better than they are. And that's something.
Did you look for me, Dad? When I was gone?
Every day.
Come on.
I mean it. Every night I'd look, searching for your name or variations of it, hoping you'd slip up. Abstergo only found you first because they had better access. A few more days and it would have been me.
Well, I'm here now.
And I'm glad.
Do you think Lucy regretted what she was doing?
I used to think I knew her well, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I really can't give you an honest answer.
She seemed so sincere, though. Like she really wanted to make a difference.
Yes, well, when I first met him, I thought the same thing about Cross.
It just keeps happening over and over again.
What does?
Everything.
Don't get weird on me, Desmond.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, then. You should think about getting back in the Animus. We've got to find that key. We should probably get back to Connor.
All right, well, that's all dear old Dad has to say. Let's go talk to Sean real quick. I like these modern day conversations because we get so little of a modern day story.
Oh, unbelievable.
What's up?
Your politicians are constantly referencing the Founding Fathers, insisting they must have been in support of one thing or another. I have never seen such a blatant disregard for history.
That's just typical political propaganda.
It's also dishonest and delusional. How can anyone claim to know what these people wanted based off scraps of paper and wishful thinking?
They're looking for intent. What these men envision for our country and its future.
Idealistic and unlikely. I don't think most of your presidents and senators and judges care what the founders thought. They just want to know how they can bend old words to achieve modern goals. Who cares if they were deists or theists or wanted a central bank? Why do people need the validation? What should matter is what you, as an individual, believe, and why you believe it. What, are we so insecure that we have to find 18th century letters to validate our beliefs? Oh, look, Mum, a dead man agreed with me. Maybe. If you transpose the letters in his shopping list, you can plainly see he was on my side.
Jesus, Sean. That's a cynical way to look at it.
Doesn't make it less true.
I mean,
I keep trying to understand how men like Washington and Jefferson could dedicate their lives to the pursuit of liberty and equality, yet have no problem owning slaves. It's hypocritical in the extreme, and your history books make only passing mention of the subject, as if it were of little consequence.
They had a war to win. Country's future to secure. How could they deal with all these issues at the same time?
Spoken like a true apologist. We hear it today, too, that matters of civil rights and equality must wait. There are conflicts to settle, economies to salvage. What do any of these things matter if the people are not free and equal? All of them. I wish there was a way for us to share what we learn from the Animus with others. Imagine being able to accurately answer questions about the past, or experience lost civilizations.
But how would you cite it? We can't just reveal the machine's existence to the world.
Why not?
Desmond's right. It would be dangerous. And we still haven't found a way to manage the bleeding effect.
Maybe when we're done saving the world, we can look into it.
Even if we do manage to stave off the apocalypse, it's not like the Templars are simply going to disappear. I suspect our fight will continue long after this latest battle is finished. Oh, look at the time. Oh, doesn't time fly? Look, I think it's best we get you back in the Animus,
So, not to get too overly political here, but, I mean, Sean makes a very valid point. Just saying. Alright, so this door here opened up the last time I inserted a power source. So let's go check this out. I did see Juno walking around up there.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the threat away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
Oh boy. Sounds like some Abstergo shit right there, because they were trying to launch an apple and a satellite into space to control humans and shit. So clearly maybe Abstergo already knew of that plan or something and decided to try to repeat it themselves. But I figure if the Isu couldn't figure it out, then neither was Abstergo. But knowing Abstergo and how those guys are, they probably thought, oh, well, we can figure it out. We know better than them.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same, so we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
I'm tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
So according to Desmond, even the Templars' satellite would have failed. It's interesting. I mean, like I said already, if the Isu couldn't figure it out, then how in the hell was Abstergo gonna figure it out? There you are.
Wonder what stories the temple will tell me today.
Alright, we got another staircase over there we can head up. We'll check that out once we get another power source. Need to figure out how the hell I get back out of here. Oh, right there.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them. But not for you. Sealed. To protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
Okay. Well, made it through 3 more memory sequences, and I believe they said there was 4 power sources. So I'm gonna guess. Well, because there was because there was this one here as soon as we walked in. And then there was the one up here. And then the one up there. And looks like a final one up there. And there's our staircase for it right there. And so we made it through yeah, sequence 6, 7, and 8 today. So I've got sequence 9, 10, 11, and 12. Sequence 9 looks like it's got 4 more. Sequence 10 looks like it's got 3 more. And then 11 has 3 and 12 has 3. So I'm starting to wonder, I guess if I could possibly finish this up in one more stream. It would be lengthy, and my next stream is going to be Wednesday night. So what I'll probably do is just get through sequence 9 and 10, and then probably call it a night. Wednesday, and then we'll save sequence 11 and 12 for next Sunday. Now, here's the thing. Like, part of me feels like I am rushing through this playthrough a little bit. But, I mean, I'm kind of also playing through it really the same way I did 2 Brotherhood and Revelations. Like, I'm just sticking to the main story because, to me, that's the point of the game. And obviously, at least from my perspective, what's going on here with Desmond and crew is more important than the historical story. So I guess thinking of this from an immersive standpoint, right? If Desmond's going to hop in the Animus to try to find this key that's supposed to save the world, he ain't going to go out on a boat, right? He's not going to go out and worry about building up sawmills and, doing all of these extra side activities. Desmond's just going to, get to the point and figure out what he needs and get it as quickly as possible. So... on one hand, it's okay, sure, there's a lot of extra stuff that you could do, if you're having fun with the game. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been playing the Assassin's Creed series for the last, 5 months straight, and I'm kind of ready to move on to something else, but I do feel a little bit like I'm rushing through this. I'm having a hard time, I guess, really giving a whole lot of... importance to the historical storyline. I think just the fatigue of the series is kind of starting to set in at this point. Had I not played Shadows and went right onto this one, then I would have been done with this game a long time ago. But it's one of them things, when I play a series, I like to play the whole series. When I play through Metal Gear, I liked it. Even Metal Gear, I don't really play through the 5th one. If I were to do the whole series, it's pretty much 3, 1, 2, and 4, because was the order of things before the 5th one just kind of got inserted in there. But typically a game series, like your Uncharted's, you got Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe a couple spin-offs thrown in. Red Faction, you've got Red Faction 1, 2, Guerrilla, and Armageddon, and that's the whole series. This game spans 14 of them, so if you try to play through the entire series, I feel like it's by the time you hit the 3rd game, the fatigue starts to set in, because you've got, by the time, if you even remove Shadows from the equation, you've got 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, and this is the 5th game of the series. I can't think of too many other series that have gone past a 5th game. I mean, I know the Far Cry games, they're up to 6 or 7 of those. I've never played those. But I guess in terms of series that I have, typically the maximum number is 5. And then you throw Shadows in the mix, plus also Mirage. This is now the 7th game. And so the fatigue is kind of starting to set in, but at the same time, like I've already said, the historical storyline in this seems like it's of such little significance to what's going on here. And I just don't see the point of adding in all of the extra things from a storyline standpoint. Maybe I'm just thinking of it a little bit too literally, I guess. But the storyline overall is good. I do actually like the character of Connor a little bit better than I remember. I did enjoy the character of Hatham better, even though he's a dick. So, the characters, the story, and all that's good. The gameplay, has seen a little bit of an improvement over Revelations. I don't like the fact that there's such a heavy emphasis on stealth and crouching in the bushes, but you can't manually crouch. It's only automatic, at least unless there is a way to automatic or manually crouch, and I'm too dumb to figure it out. That's a possibility. But we're gonna leave this off here. The plan is I'm gonna try to get through sequence 9 and 10 Wednesday, and then we'll finish this up on Sunday. So this is looking like it's going to be a 5 stream. If I really wanted to, I could probably pull a marathon Wednesday night, but I kind of don't want to do that. So actually having an early Wednesday night finale would probably be fairly welcome, because I've got 4 memories in sequence 9, 3 in sequence 10, and then sequence 11 we've got 3 and 3, and 11 and 12, plus endgame. So I suppose if we finish these up early, so be it. And I guess we'll just go from there. But that's going to be it for the night. This actually went an hour longer than I was anticipating. Usually I try to keep them around the 3-hour mark, but let's see. So Tuesday night, the Grim Gamer is going to be starting a full playthrough of the game Heavenly Sword for the PS3. It's one him and I both had back in the day, and I believe we have both played only once, and I believe both remember nearly nothing about it. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Wednesday we'll be right back here for part 4 of Assassin's Creed 3, and then Thursday part 2 of Heavenly Sword with Grim on the PS3, and then Sunday will be the finale of Assassin's Creed 3, more than likely. And so I got to figure out what I'm going to play after that, because as I stated on Wednesday, I really didn't make any concrete plans after this game, because I was kind of expecting this one to take me a little bit longer than it has. And I also expected Shadows to go a little bit longer than it did too, and I'm not sure what things are going to be playing out in terms of the whole work situation. So there's a couple things. I got a couple ideas. I may throw one more Assassin's Creed game in the mix, and that being Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. But after that, actually, you know what? I do have my next stream going on. I might throw in like a King Kong or maybe the Assassin's Creed Chronicles or something like that next. But I have been given a game challenge. Now, Grim and I have challenged each other to play some games here and there, and I know Grim's probably had a couple in mind. Most recently, I challenged him to play Detroit Become Human. I challenged him to play Metal Gear Solid 1. He's challenged me to play Siberia. But in the middle of this Assassin's Creed series playthrough, Grim didn't want to interrupt that by doing a game challenge. But somebody else has beaten him to the punch on the next one. My son has challenged me to play Horizon Zero Dawn on the hardest difficulty, which I believe is called Ultra Hard. And he wants me to stream it so he can check it out after school. It's way up there on my shelf. But I did just recently get a copy of that game. I got the Steelbook from the Collector's Edition. So I will be going back through that game. That one, from what I remember, was a bit of a lengthy one. And the hardest difficulty certainly not going to make it easy, but I've been kind of wanting to play through that game again, and typically I would have liked to follow that up with Horizon Forbidden West, since that is kind of like another series. So there may be a couple things I try to fit in before I start that, maybe a couple shorter games, like King Kong for the PS2, things like that. So it's really up in the air, because I just don't feel like I can make long-term plans at this point. But with that being said, for those of you on YouTube, there will be a subscribe button up there and a playlist over yonder, and also in the description below there will be a link to the Grim Beardson Discord where you can hang out with Grim and I all week long, and you know, just have some fun. So until next time, stay suave. Grim, thanks for hanging out with me all night, and hopefully you're enjoying this playthrough and this story as well, because I know I've talked your ear off about these games. So it's been a good time. Until next time, stay suave.